So I've been in Blackpool all day today. My little feet are killing me. And I've just noticed as I've come down the ramp in the Hounds Hill that the Star Flyer is all lit up. So I thought that you would enjoy a little bit of a look at Blackpool at dusk. It is precisely 25 minutes past 3 as we're setting off back to the great metropolis of Clovellies. I'm just wondering whether we're going to be sat here all day waiting for this dumper truck. No, it's the traffic lights we're waiting for. So I thought you might as well join me. So I hope you enjoy this little drive time video. Don't forget to make sure that you've done all the subscribe, likey stuff, and obviously make sure that you've got the notifications, because we've got the Hounds Hill, we've got Christmas by the Sea, we've got Fish and Chip Friday, we've got all kinds of things coming up. So make sure that you're getting those notifications, and then you'll see when we've got new content online. When you're coming out of the Hounds Hill shopping centre car park, you have to kind of do a little bit of a shimmy, and I've always got to be really careful because I can never remember which one it is that you go down. It's this one. It's Vance Road. Because if you go if you go down that first one that we've just passed, you end up in the wrong place and you end up having to go all the way back round the block again. So this is one of the streets of independent guest houses. There's some nice little places down here actually. We had a look at Vance Road one day in summer when it was boiling hot and blistering. We've also had a look at Central Car Park today as well. So we're going to shimmy back. We quite often do a drive video on our way into Blackpool. I don't think I've ever actually done one on my way home. And I have to say I'm flabbergasted that it's not rained, because I thought by now it would have been chucking it down. I did. It's all lit up. I thought you'd enjoy this. I know, I'm easily pleased. There's one good thing about the lights being on until January. At least people like me that don't like going out late can get a chance to look at the lights at a much earlier time of day. They've got the chairs on, look. They weren't on this afternoon when we were looking at Christmas by the Sea. It does look lovely, to be fair. It looks really nice. I just don't want to go on it. There's a guy keeps climbing up and down. He's just above he's just below the flyer mechanism. I can only say he's got a head for heights. It's a shame there's a bus parked here. Come on, boss, out the way. We don't want to follow you. We love Blackpool Transport, but we don't want to follow you. There you go. And there's the Odysseys. They're the new sea creatures, the creatures from the deep. Christmas baubles are lit up. They've got the little roof and the little thing for the ice rink. In fact, they look like they're cracking about with their ice rink. They've got quite a lot of that down since this morning when we were on there. It's all happening. Everywhere you go in Blackpool, there's the sound of pneumatic drills and air drills and concrete being broken up and heavy construction work. I'm going to have to open the door. I'm getting really warm. 13.5 according to the thermometer on the car, and it's been really mild this morning, and then as soon as I'd been for my lunch I came out and it was ever so warm. So as you come out of Blackpool, then your next stop is the quiet end of North Shore. Thought we might, it's a little bit early really, and it's not really dark enough, but I thought we might catch some pretty lights in testing or something. Such a busy road, this promenade. So we're coming down to Gin roundabout. Next stop. No, they're not on. They're not on. Here comes the tram. Tram to Stargate. There's just... Can you see the starlings above us? They might be a little bit indistinct. They're all just heading off to Murmur on North Pier. There's clouds and clouds of them at this time. They're quite a sight actually, especially when it's going dusk. Remember one night last year, I walked about on the seafront near the piers until about 4:30, waiting for the lights to come on, the illuminations. Did they come on? Might have been the year before actually. Did they come on? Did they arc? I was absolutely frozen by the time I finished. I should have got in a cafe really and had a drink and got warm. So the hotels are all getting trimmed up for Christmas. There's loads of them got the lights on. And they look ever so pretty. They look right warm and welcoming. These festoons look lovely lit up at night. They're all multicoloured. Look really pretty. Just looks so different to when we were walking about in summer. And it was absolutely boiling. And here's the Spitfire. Well, it's very different the other way around, isn't it? My grandma always used to say, why does it take you less time to come back than it does to go? It's true that when you think about it. Well, it seems to take you longer to arrive somewhere than it does to come back. Very odd. So when I get in, I'm going to have a nice drink. I'm not going to have a cup of tea because I shan't be very long as I'm wanting my tea. I'm going to have a nice glass of port or water. Water, I think. Ever so thirsty. Pay by phone. That's the app that you get on your phone for the car parks in Blackpool, and it's much better. If you don't use it, get it on your phone and use it. It's far better. You don't have to go and stand at the machine and wait, especially when it's raining. You don't have to handle mucky money and the mucky ticket machine, and it beeps at you as well when it's running out. And here we are at the tableaus. It's much quicker driving down here than it is walking. It's quite a long way actually when you're walking. Well, this is a collection point for the annual Illuminations collection. Oh, here we go. That's an illumination, look. Got a little arch lit up. It's quite gloomy. I think that's because it's been thinking about raining. Apparently there used to be arches like this at either end of Cleveland's High Street. something to aspire to. I can only dread to think what they cost. So I hope you've enjoyed. We'll leave that there, I think, because I don't want to bore you. Hope you've enjoyed that little drive along Blackpool seafront. Don't forget to make sure that you've subscribed and you've hit the little bell for notifications. Here comes another tram. And make sure you're signed up for your Visit Fylde Coast email newsletter. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye for now.